Welcome to the Epirus Campaign for Et Impera 1.2.7. In the last part, we pushed down into Iberia to take this settlement here. And what I'd like to do in this part is possibly come down and take this settlement. But first, it looks like we may have to deal with a couple of damaged enemy armies here. Now, before we get into any gameplay, I just want to talk about a comment someone posted about going to war on two fronts. One down here and probably against the Lusitania, and also engaging the Eblani. Well, this may seem like a good strategy, but what you need to remember is at the moment I have both a non-aggression pact with Lusitania and also the Eblani. And we also got a trade deal. Now, breaking non-aggression pacts may seem very straightforward. In fact, we'll probably have to break one over here. But before you go breaking non-aggression pacts, you do need to consider your diplomatic status, because to be able to wage war on two fronts, I will have to pull armies over from this area here. Now, one of the problems I've got is my client state, the Nervi. Oh, they're actually improving with us actually at the moment. We could probably make them a little bit better by giving them a trade deal as well. So they are getting a little bit more happier towards us, probably because we're fighting their enemies. This is something you do need to consider. And pulling all your forces over to engage in a two-front war could actually result in an attack from a very unexpected direction, but probably by somebody who doesn't particularly like us very much. It's the same over here. But while generally things are okay, but if we probably look at the Bosphorian kingdom here, because we're not really fighting that hard. Yeah, see, the Bosphorans don't like us. They're going hostile. And I think the Pontus like us at the moment. What's actually going on is our trade deal, non-aggression and military access for Pontus is actually making the Bosphorans hostile. Now, the Bosphorans aren't a major force. In fact, you can see here, they're quite small. But, and it's a big but, if you left these borders exposed with very small armies, it wouldn't take much for these guys to come piling in. It looks like Pontus has gone up there. They've probably what this effect is probably one army that took this settlement, then went up to there and didn't defend this settlement, and then what's happened is the Bosphorian kingdom have come back in again. This is something you do need to remember when you're actually doing things. Therefore, there is a possibility that we will go to war on two fronts. But I'm not going to trigger that process, one, until I've got this army here, wherever it is, built up and ready to defend. In fact, we'll bring you over this way. And we need to get you to recruit some more troops here, so you can get into here. And we'll get a couple of Tarantines. I always like my Tarantines. And get that for a front line. I don't know if we can get. I mean, that gives me a part balanced army that could act in a defensive role in this area. There's another problem with going to war on two fronts is we got this enclave through the center, which can be a bit of a problem as well. But at the moment we need to focus on down here. I'd certainly like to smash these guys up. I don't know.
We cannot follow this order.
98%. We're just going to take damage on these guys again, aren't we? I think we're going to fight this very quickly so that we don't take that much in the way of losses, because it annoys me the fact that if I, even with the auto resolve, I would have lost that there. Okay, I've messed this up a little bit because that is actually a fortress, but that's okay. We can send the slingers forward and kill these guys, and then possibly ambush the other troops. More importantly, we'll be able to preserve the troops that we want to preserve. I think we're coming from this direction. Right, we're going to have a little bit of a front line here. have you on that side. General in the center. Got the cavalry there. These guys here. Oops, no. Keep these in reserve with the general. And we'll have slingers on this side.
Slingers! Missiles ready and waiting.
Here's the range of their towers. We can move forward. So we'll just do a general move forward.
Enemy reinforcements approaching.
Yeah, where from? We'll send the cav out. Try and find their reinforcements. Oh, where's this one? This guy here.
Advance at speed.
Right, these are coming out.
Missiles awaiting targets.
Just let these guys.
Slingers, as you command. Ready for orders. Royal Thorax swordsman. Melee infantry ready. Slingers, fire on the enemy.
Right, this is very light infantry. That is heavy shot cav.
Ready and waiting. Thorax swordsman, swords.
You
Horsemen, fuel.
cavalry.
Tarantine cavalry. Yours to command. Fire! Missiles awaiting targets.
You come into there.
Melee infantry at your command. Thorax swordsman. The brave ready for orders.
See if we can find their reinforcements.
Light hot.
I think we can. Or advance the center.
And waiting. Yes, commander.
Okay, they're coming in behind us.
At the orders. Ready and waiting. Italian spearmen. Spears ready. Pikemen.
Like one.
Your orders. By your command. Quickly now. Horsemen.
Right.
Slingers.
Thing is that way. These guys are broken.
Swords. Companion cavalry. Thorax officers. Swords. At your service. Commander. Commander.
Nice shot cav.
Companion cavalry. Quickly now. Ready and waiting. Ready for orders. Slingers.
The enemy general.
Right, that unit's gone.
At your service. Completes. Heavy horse at your command.
Heavy horse that way. We'll just get these guys
Pikemen.
into position.
Quick march.
Gonna be a bit of a ragbag type line.
Slingers. Ready for orders.
Cavalry that way.
Swords.
Right, we're gonna move these guys forward.
Yes, commander.
You on the flanks. You move up behind. We'll just move them forward in stages.
Your orders. Orders understood, commander. Companion cavalry. Tarantine cavalry.
Tarantines that way.
Thorax swordsman. Completes ready.
Move these forward. What I really do need to do is shake this front line a bit. We got here heavy spear infantry, light spear infantry, heavy shot cav. Now what we're going to have to watch out for is the heavy shot cav. No, kind of a bit inclined to get you guys onto this flank here. Move you guys forward. Bring these guys together as a support group. Days.
Yes, Commander. Thorax swordsman. Heavy horse at your command.
That's the heavy shot cav there.
Ready and waiting. Yes, Commander. Ready and waiting.
There's the
Swords, Commander.
you
Understood.
support the center.
Companion cavalry. Swords.
Oops, no.
Thorax swordsman. Complete. Double time.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Missiles ready and waiting. Fire! Melee troops. General, by your command.
Get ready. Counter charge.
Slingers,
Slingers.
loose. Your orders. Fire! Ready and waiting.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Right, we can move these forward now to embrace.
Missiles awaiting targets. Swords. Companion cavalry. Ready and waiting.
You come on this side.
Melee troops.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Right, we're destroying their general unit. Right, we've got these guys pinned.
Slingers.
Don't think we're going to need the slingers. Pull them away.
Melee infantry ready. Missile infantry.
You're probably going to kill more of my own troops, so
Days ready. Thorax swordsman. Melee infantry ready. At the doubles. By your command.
get them in a pincer action. Just go in and... Hey, here you go.
Thorax swordsman.
Form them up.
Swords. Etiam. Your orders.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
And in they go.
Italian spearmen.
These guys have gone. And they're gone. Continue. I just want these armies destroyed completely. Cavalry. That should be it. Quick battle, end battle. We lost 38. None to friendly fire. That's good. We killed 675, and that should destroy all the Avachi land forces. I don't know what the recruitment capability is in their final region. We'll check that in a minute. So all the losses were pretty well spread. The general got a few kills, but more importantly, we didn't damage any of our part damage units at all. Mission successful. We got ourselves 500. Down they go. Let's make a little bit more cash as well. And what you're going to do is get back into our own territory. Now we're in the summer, so the odds of getting down here is going to be a little bit tricky. It looks like they've got a recruitment capability here, but they probably won't have that much in the way of manpower. But that generally doesn't make that much difference when it comes to the AI, because the AI seems to be able to recruit out of thin air. What we got here requires attrition. Woman's child claims to openly. I think we're a doctor. I'm not sure if we'll get as an extra character. I'll just come in here. How's my politics? It's getting pretty solid. I wouldn't mind. You're finished now, aren't you? Yeah, you're all finished. How are you? You're finished. We got a few of these guys. I think we'll get you married. And we got to keep the family line going. And I think we'll send you off to right again. I think they're the ones who seem to be a bit the most resistant with. Cassandra died. Oh, she's the one who. We might as well replace her as well. I think she's the one I got killed in the last part. And I think where can we send you? I think we're going to zap the Ablani. Because what we might be able to do, if we kind of keep hitting them, they may actually give us some regions as well. It'd be nice if they gave us like this one, so that we could close off this border here. But we'll just keep pushing them a little bit. And what we got here, motivated population, make it Gracia, destruction report. We got a temple in Vicentio. Can't do anything much about that. We've got subterranean there in Delminium. Certainly going to take you up for the public order. So we're actually turning the public order around in here. Got a cistern in Brickback. I don't think we can do anything about that. Across there, quartermaster's report, enemy army retreats. Yes. Character personality report. Got our aged spy is he's become aged. Okay, thank you. Quick look at our pyrokinesis down here. Oh, we got something. Well, we got food here. Now this is got marble, so certainly would like to. Where's the muster field? It's marble outcrop. This is very valuable. If you're going to get marble, always develop it as a marble site. You can see here, getting this fully built up will give us another 1250. I know I don't need it, but you might as well stick with what we've got. Another reason for not declaring war on two fronts at the moment is we do really need to consolidate this area just to ensure that things can go quite well. I mean, let me just see here. What's the garrison like here? The garrison is nearly up to strength. And we got this public order here at the moment. I think once this army moves into here, we'll spend a winter, and then this army can come down and support this army in controlling this area. So we got the autumn. Okay, got one on. Oops, no. Our spy up here, who I've deployed, which is probably upsetting the Ablani, but unlocks burn ammunition. Well, we will take that. I think what I will do is we're just going to move you up and see what's going on over here. Okay, not that much. Got all these guys hanging around. They all seem to have no supplies. Why is my army not in taking attrition? Because we are on a supply line. And that's the difference, because what we're getting is a supply line from here. So we got 1, 2, 3. The only problem is when winter comes, we may take a bit of a problem. Oops, all about him. I mean, we got an army here, which we could possibly use as well.
These people are a danger. Your generals are well placed to trap.
Okay, we've got a key decision now to make, because we've been asked by our defensive allies to join their war. The trouble is we've got a non-aggression with the Lusitani. That means if we accept this, we're liable to take a hit. I think I am going to accept this. What we've done is we've dropped down to trustworthy. Because what?
Here is most excellent.
Thank you. Yeah, what's actually happened here is that we've got both a negative and a positive. So we dropped down from steadfast to trustworthy. Right, we've got an increase in rank with a hero, political intrigue, got a generous tribute. Your cavalry recruits are better trained. Yes, thank you. Child is born, son comes of age, son comes of age. New political appointment, increase in rank, increase in rank, increase in rank. We've got an important character, minus 22. So it looks like we've got a new character. Let's have a quick look. Yep. So we've got someone here. We could do the diplomatic thing, and we could adopt him into the family. Now we are at war with the Lusitani. What I need to do is get this army back to here.
Set up the watch. Commander.
Now the nice thing about this is the fact that we're in a position where we can actually see, it looks like the Carthage has done us a favor. They've actually come out and taken this settlement. So I would guess that we've got just one remaining army down here, kind of tucked in this corner here by Barcelona. They're probably down in here somewhere. I'm going to bring this army across here. We're just going to recruit. Right, I wouldn't mind a bit more of a front line, so whoops, when we can get one of those. Thank you, game. We can probably get some spearmen, thorax spearmen, 45 armor. I think we can get a couple of these and one of those. That'll give me an army of 15. We got a navy here. I think the navy can defend, so what I'm going to do is start. Actually, will help give them the more powerful of the armies. Now, next turn is going to be winter, and this is a winter pass. So what we're going to do is just move you down to here. We're going to let you fortify. We're going to bring you across to here, because the Lusitani are still knocking around here with a navy. My instinct is, well, we're going to take that up. I think we're going to raise a fleet here. Okay. I always keep forgetting when you raise fleets. I don't want to. What have we got here? Wow, these guys are quite cheap actually. But we've got so many of these anyway. Okay, we're just going to get here. You're going to raise a fleet. Greek Marines, 100. Yeah, we'll raise that. Get you into there. Yeah, we can't recruit anyway. Basically what that does is put a governor type general into here. So we really need this to be nice and solid before we can move forward. And say, Carthage taking that has done us a big favour. And what that means is we can now move this agent. Which way would I like to go? My instinct is to go this way and take Brigantium. Because, let me just see. Got Albor there. Ooh. I think Brigantium is part of this. Yep. So if we take that, we will add it to this region. The only trouble is we will have to go to war with Carthage to take Tarraco. If we can push out to here, that will give us a push down onto here and here. And I think that is all that's left of the Lusitani. So if we're going to push into Iberia, in fact, I'm kind of thinking that maybe the Eblani might be the better front to attack, but we're gonna have to finish this war now anyway. So I don't. Anything else we do? Unseasonal conditions, unseasonal conditions, construction report. We've done the library. We've got irrigation ditches here. So we got nice positive food here. I don't want to take this up anymore. We've got a barracks there. I mean, this is looking pretty solid now. And we can go for another end turn. Wow, a whole series of skills. What we got here? Chance of authority. I think we'll go with a cultural conversion here because I'm pretty sure that the culture here is a little bit shaky at 26%. We can. I don't think there's not much point in doing that. What we got here? Never see this settlement. That's the supply pits, isn't it? If we take this up, I think we'll take that up just to strengthen it even more. We got our wow, you're very experienced. Minus +9% construction costs. Still, anything else here? I think we can just punch in a little bit of empire maintenance. Not that we need it. She probably won't live that long anyway. Self-defense, cultural conversion. I think we'll just drop that in as well. Our admiral here. I think we'll just keep punching that out, and I think we'll come this way, and we've got our pretty old hero over here. In fact, I've got a hero knocking around here somewhere that I've just recruited. I don't remember putting him in an army. Oh, I certainly want that. Yeah. I quite like that. Somewhere here, we do have a hero. I think we're going to put you into here.
Get that shield up.
Because this is...
For battle. Commander.
That will improve this army. Right, I think that's all we can do this turn. So just go for an end turn. Okay, child is born. Another child is born. Motivated population. Destruction rep. Wow. We got an Agora in Syracuse. I'd like to do this. What do we want here? Slave trader. That will reduces the slave population decline, and travelers lodge. Order 11 food. My instinct is possibly to go for a traveller's lodge. We don't. What's the grey market? That would take me to 700 wealth agriculture. I think I actually like the Traveller's Lodge because it actually reduces banditry a bit. So if we go for the Traveller's Lodge there, what we got here, we can always put the Hippodrome up should we need it later on. And my game's just got a bit skewy. Just kind of thinking. Now, one thing from the previous video, if you watched that, you'd be aware that I had an event which gave me slave unrest, and I actually realised after I made the video and I thought about it, it's to do with this here. What happens is that this cost here goes up, which reduces your income from this area. I think if we go to, you can see here that the slave costs are quite high, where if we go to Rome, it's 19%. So that was probably the consequence of that event. It was economic, not related to public order. My main concern with taking this is that we would have to defend it and defend this bit. And I'm just wondering whether the Ablani might be a better shot, because we could push through with all these land-based settlements. But to do that, we would need to strengthen and concentrate our armies. I think I need to think about it. But because we're in winter now anyways, there's not much I can do. Just have a look at the construction report. We've got a Hellenic colony over here. We've got an Odeon in here. Got a subterranean aqueduct in Noria. Certainly going to take you up there. Make everybody even more happy than they already are. Wow. We got didn't take long to build, did it? Yeah. What's going to be the most profitable? 1200, 300. So we can go take you to a sculptor. Keep that going. We've got wine traders hub. Getting lots and lots of tier 4 buildings. I don't think we can take this any higher at the moment, can we? Yes, we can. Certainly take that up. Drone. I don't think we need that just at the moment. But this army here, which I think I'd like to strengthen. I think I could do with one more frontline troop if it's available. Okay, we're going to have to just go with some bronze shield pikes. And what we got here, we got Massillon Thorax hoplites. You're 256, you're 200. You've got 45 armor, 41 armor. These guys are actually more, got a stronger defense, but then they're hoplites as opposed to pikes. I think these guys are spearmen. They've even got stronger defense. Wow. With higher armor. It's almost like you could build an army with a front line of these. I think we will put these in here as well. That'll give me 16. And I think because the advantage with these is that these actually require, because they're area of recruitment, these actually don't need elite population to do it. So I think we'll get a couple of these. Actually, I think we're going to top out. I wouldn't mind another cav, actually. You've got no real armor. Yeah, it's not bad. It's got Theros cavalry here. Kind of. I think we'll leave a decision on the cavalry. Something else. Epirus spearmen. I think I'd like another one of these. We might as well just. Trouble with this, there might be a limit on how many we can have. Yeah, we're going to take another one of these as well. That effectively gives me a full strength army here to defend this area and deal with any trash that kind of comes around here. I'm just wondering whether is our friends still around? Yes, they are. They're just down here. I think what we will do is I just want to see what state these guys are in. I'll send you down this way. What's going on up here? There's still a bit of argy-bargy. I think these guys are proving to be a distraction for the Eblani. So we're good there. Get you and see what's going on over here in Brigantium. They've got a single general army here. What's the garrison like here? Wow. I think we're going to need the siege army rather than this one. This army, well, this army's heating up. Right, we can get you across the mountains. And can you recruit anything? Well, I'll give you that just in case we've got to move an army. So we got an army here, an army here, an army here, and an army up here. We've got an army defending here, which you could argue is a little bit unnecessary. We got here Swaby Confederation, the Bolle. Looks like our friends here have taken this part of the map. Let me just see diplomatically. Yeah, so the Swaby Confederation have got that. So the Bolle are virtually on the point of destruction. That's good. If we can get things stable, we could possibly pull an army out of here and move over this way. And I think what we'll do is I just want to send out, who's the new wife that was, I think these are all experienced wives, aren't they? Who's the new wife? See if we can find her. Yeah, maxed out. You're new. You're, oh, where are the... He's obviously putting it about a bit. So you can... oh, come on, where's the new wife? Okay, what we're going to do is you can hit the Burai, and you can hit the Eblani. You've got nothing there. We'll give her that. What's the... Need to check the Johnny Op loyalty. Yeah, it's dropped because of political action, so we're gonna have to. And I think just to get out of this winter, we're gonna go one more intern. Cavalry recruits better trained. Wounded as it returned empty-handed. They're not being very cooperative, are they? Okay. Repress noblewoman. This used to hone our abilities. Mission issue, raid a settlement and trade route following the faction of Egypt. Yes, well, we're not particularly interested. Just occurred to me during the end turn that if I do send an army out here and take this settlement, what we can do then is possibly hit Carthage with diplomatic actions and see if they would give us Tarraco. I just want to make sure that I want to send the engine down here. They're still there, kind of tucked in there, posing a threat. We're going to kind of come down and find out. Okay. I think what we'll do is Bring this army over here. We're probably going to have to upset the Carthaginians a little bit, but actually, well, we do a bit of sabotage. Yeah. Oh, to sabotage. Okay. I think we're going to send this army along the coast. Right, they're recruiting here as well, which is going to be a little bit of a problem. I think what we will do is can't sabotage. Okay, I think just deploy you. Give you a little bit of standing, or right. These guys can't recruit at the moment because until that's finished, we've got nothing that we can recruit. Okay. So we got this army here. I'm not convinced I need to come and take these guys out. They can just sit here annoying Carthage. But it's nice to know that they're there and we can. And the Ablani are becoming more and more attractive, I'll be honest. But the problem is I'd end up with two armies down here, which is a little bit annoying. I mean, although the Ablani have got lots and lots of armies in this area, so if we do decide to attack, we have to be very careful. Construction report. Okay, we got a water tank over here. Certainly going to keep popping in this because there's no real downside except for small losses in regional income due to building income upkeep. But considering the advantages, the empire maintenance, the sanitation, and the public order, it's just worth it. To be honest, we've got trespass. Oh, this is the Ablani, being the Ablani. Sealed army discovered. Where is that? Yeah, there's certainly a lot of argy-bargy going on here. It looks like the Swabian Confederation have got that. So it looks like the Volley are effectively now reduced to one settlement. And this army over here. I've got a feeling eventually the AI is going to win. It's just going to take them a little while to do it. And we've got... There's no benefit in us getting in on that action because everything to do with this settlement is here. What we got here? Hippodrome. Don't really need that up. Kind of. I thought I had an army here. I'm sure there was an army here. Or did I just not bother defending it? Where is the army in this area then? I'm sure I had an army in this area. Let me just see if I can find my armies. Yeah, the army's just there. It's saying that there should be an army in here somewhere. Where are you? Oh, there you are. Down at Istros. I think what we're going to do is bring this army over this way. Oh no, you're covering this entire flank, aren't you? The question is, can I trust this lot? I think we can. Generally, they're all quite happy. It's just kind of this. These don't like us. The Burai are neutral. Swabian Confederation are. Yeah. I mean, they're all relatively weak, but I think we're going to have to keep you in this area. I don't think I've got a lot of choice. I mean, we got another army here, which we could pull across. Got this army here, which I'm going to pull to this side of Vicentio. Because if we're going to attack the Ablami, we're going to need this army working with this army. I think you can kind of just move out. Although there's no problem, you can just sit here inside anyway. So we got two armies here. We got this army can work with this army to defend this flank if the push comes to shove. We've got another army over here effectively defending this western front, and it can work with the army that's down here. Eight more turns and we'll get the hippodrome there. We've got a navy tucked in here, which is probably causing some of the public order issues here. We've got a small army down here who's basically a deterrent against Athens and Sparta. Let me just see what Athens and Sparta think of us. They're I mean, they're both very friendly, so, and we've got common enemies and allies. So Saba, Berchi, Egypt, yes. I think this army can just stay where it is. And we've got the army in here, which is kind of doing nothing, and it's one of my elite armies as well. But at the same time, I want to keep these three armies here ready for when we invade North Africa. So we're going to have to stick with what we got. It was an interesting exercise, but that's the way it's got to be. And I'll just have another quick look through it. So we got that there, and I think just to wind up, we're just take another quick look through the number. Platinum is pretty rock solid now. We don't really need that at the moment. Take that up for a little bit more cash. It will increase the banditry a little bit, but I mean, we're already getting 29,000 from here. So we don't need the growth. I don't think we need the fish market, so that can wait. We got here, got a city center here. That's going to increase the public order substantially, but I think again that can wait just for the moment. I mean, it's not like we got a shortage of cash. I'd like this to be in the green public order wise before we make any changes to strike. Also the same with Macedonia. I'd just like to get this up quite high before we do that. Well, then we got wine traders hub here, which I think we'll take the wine traders hub up there. Again, this is too low to be messing about with it just at the moment. This is getting back to where it should be. Once the hippodrome's finished, we should do it. We're going to have to keep an eye on the food, because this is I mean, it's quite high, but we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 provinces now which are effectively not contributing to the empire. You're rock solid, but we got nothing. We're building the gold repository here, which should make us a bit more cash. Not that I need it. Dacia is nice and settled and stable. We don't need that because it's got nice big positive public order and there. And one thing you want to do is, just because this is plus 15, don't feel that you can kind of cut things out a little bit, because if when the faction leader dies, we're going to take a public order penalty, which can be quite painful. This one here, I think we can just wait until these are finished, and then we'll see how that goes. What we got here? Sculptor market. That's not bad, but the public order, we need the hippodrome, or we can do that. Got a timber trade hub here. We've got a negative public order here again. We need that hippodrome. How many turns? Yeah, we got. I think that can come there. Corsica, Sardinia. It's getting there. It's because of course one thing, if you can get this up here, you get lots of extra income from having a motivated thing as well. Although strictly speaking, we don't really need that anyway because we've got maximum growth. Tarraco, Lugi over here. I'd probably turn this on, see what we get. See, it's consuming a lot of food for virtually no return, or very limited return. Let me just take a look. Yeah, for 1905 income, minus 10 food isn't worth it. Aquitaine, you're probably the same. Well, you've got actually no. Actually, I think we can put you on now because you're contributing a little bit of food and some income. So yeah, you can stay that, and eventually all this will kick in. Gallia, what will you contribute? Yeah, minus 12 food for 906. No. Germania minor. You're 2,554 for minus 13 food. Nah. We'll just see. This is the problem with this 2-region province. What I should really need to do is take that, but you can see it's such a long way away. I mean, taking that could be quite nice. I mean, what we could do is march our armies up here and take that, and then that will give us control of this area. Anyway, this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. In the next part, I think we will push on Brigantium here just to consolidate this northern part of Iberia, and that will give us a jumping off point to push down to here, which will then effectively kind of give us control of this seaboard. The problem with that is we have 3 ports we need to defend against the Eblani. I think what I might do is take this Brigantium, consolidate this area here and defend it, and then we'll turn our attention on the Eblani. So until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.